good here?
Yeah, we're good. Let's see here. We're going with a warrior versus rogue.
Looks like we got Grim Patron Warrior versus. Is that? Looks like an aggro variant.
Yeah. It's the Wolf Rider.
Yeah, Wolf Rider stealth.
And the Stormwind.
I'm surprised it went going dagger instead of just going with the stealth.
Yeah, that is actually kind of interesting.
Especially if this could be an aggro warrior.
Maybe he's anticipating the unstable ghoul. Maybe he's already got the read.
No, that's a very lucky read considering the amount of control warriors going around in Grim Patriot being so new.
Let's bump for the turn 2 stealth.
He didn't have a turn 2 play. Maybe still, I don't think that justifies the coin dagger play turn 1.
It seems a bit rough.
I think he's going to try to hold the unstable ghoul here for Grim Patriot and Warsong Commander combo since he basically has it in hand. Right now he just has to draw out the game that long. So I think he's going to act like Pain or...
I would just armor. I think I just armor and pass here. There's not...
Armor or instead of Acolyte, so when he attacks trades, draws, and still has 1 health left for an additional draw, possibly.
Because at the moment you can't put the rogue on anything, so we're looking at...
Well, he did play Stealth Organ, but you're right.
But at the moment, the gang up, you can't really call it gang up because of the stealth, and you can't call it combo, so it's...
Advantage. But he did end up playing the Acolyte there, and then, oh wow, 1-for-1 trade there. Only 1 card.
Pretty unfortunate for Minion here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he goes for none of the trades.
Wow.
Minion's gonna get the free card here.
Yeah, definitely. Free card and the Fiery War Axe takes out the
he's gonna be able to armor up Fiery War Axe into the Wolf Rider, it seems.
Or he just plays the Unstable Ghoul and wipes Ward.
There's no way. Yeah, he's gonna go for the safer play.
Yeah.
And just peg out the Wind Axe into the Wolf Rider and hopefully go for the card draw here.
Yeah, but surely he has to know now that's an aggro variant.
Yep. You put him definitely on the aggro at this point. So that type of thing. He gets Singeing Shield Master, which is definitely a block. It looks like, I think in this situation I go for the trade and the execute play right here, getting ready to set up.
It's possible. I don't know about the Grim Patron.
Yeah, the Grim Patron seems really bad here.
You really want to hold that for your combo, turn 7, turn 8.
I feel like I'd check my draw here. I'd go in with...
Go in with the Acolyte, see what you pull.
Yeah, get the draw out. Once I kind of figure out the draw, then kind of assess the situation, because you still do have the execute in hand. He's playing an aggro-based deck, so you don't assume that he's going to have anything super high, top-end heavy.
Yeah. And the big thing is, like, if he plays this Grim Patron and still going to trade out the Acolyte, he's essentially giving himself out of options.
He's actually going to sacrifice his Grim Patron if he plays it here.
Yeah.
There's not much. He can't clear the Singeing Shield Master in the same turn.
Yeah.
Warwind seems like a waste. His only actual play is to see what the draw is first.
Yeah. I think his play is
there you go.
Kill, draw, attack with weapon, Warwind, or straight into the execute also. I didn't notice that.
I think it's straight into the execute, then the arm. Yep. And he's just prepping for the next turn. Armor. Oh, he didn't even. Okay, he did armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally just prepping out for the next turn.
Touching up there. Stormwind, and then
he doesn't really have a great play here. Assuming at this point in time it's Grim Patron, I think I actually go with Assassinate.
Really?
If you assassinate early, you assume that he's going to attempt to gimp himself here to get the Grim Patron combo started, and if he's going to attempt to do that now, you have to get rid of the enabler.
Yeah. Other thing that I'm worried about here, what happens when he gets his Grim Patron play off? He has that Vanish in hand. He's going to completely fill up his hands with Grim Patrons.
Yeah, I think the Vanish is kind of a nice one-of that he's put into this deck.
As a precaution, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think what he wants to do here, he wants to play the Sludge Bell to play it safe for now and wait 1 more turn before Warsong Commander Grim Patron.
Yeah, he does. He does.
2 more turns, excuse me.
This seems really bad.
No, because he sacrifices.
He could be baiting.
Yeah, but the problem is here, like, he doesn't know the Vanishes in hand, obviously, but he's not waiting for the Warsong Commander to get instant value out of the damage and continuously change.
Oh, and he walks right into the Vanish Overload.
Yep, exactly.
That's
And he gets no face damage out of it.
Cracky's gonna run in straight into a. Yeah, he's gonna go into straight up a grip, full grip. That's gonna burn his one card.
It's gonna burn his card. It's gonna
That
burn
is amazing. No, oh, he's not gonna do it.
What?
He's not gonna do it.
We don't know that yet. I don't know why he's wasting the backstab.
This seems very awkward.
Like, the correct play here is Vanish.
It is just strictly a Vanish.
He's hovering over it. He's going back. No. Like, he
not-
has to know if he doesn't clear the board right now that it's going to keep.
Oh no, he's going for the backstab.
Oh, no.
Maybe he's prepping. Maybe he's prepping to overload one. I guess
Well, I think
it's a waste. It's a waste.
You can only backstab undamaged minions and just create another one.
I think the idea is to create another one and put them all back to your hand, but it's a waste because he's going to overload one anyway, and it was never in existence in the first place. So advantage is just the.
It's just that.
It's just advantage is just the most value you can get out of this turn.
Here he comes.
Oh, and he gets the read play.
Oh,
what a.
I feel so bad for Grim Patrons.
Minion with such a brutal blowout.
But here's the thing: does he just play Grim Patron again, or does he get Dr. Boom out there?
I think you have to. So at this moment, he can't combo out any two pieces. He just plays Dr. Boom for presence.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't play the Dr. Boom for presence, a Grim Patron by itself with armor, or it could be Sledge Belcher and armor, one way or another, but it should not be a Grim Patron. Running this out there like this seems so bad.
It is bad. If he loses that, he's not going to get that many draws. His hand's always going to be full, essentially.
Yeah.
And here comes another Vanish.
Oh, buddy. Minion is running into a very obscure deck that is just giving it to him to gang up to Grim Patron.
Yep. Like, I definitely think the Dr. Boom play was the correct play there.
Yeah, I feel like the Dr. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't Dr. Boom, but I guess if he Dr. Booms there and then banishes the Dr. Boom, it is pretty bad. But you can't read a second banish at that point. It seems. Oh, but he doesn't go for the assassinate here, or the backstab kill. Interesting. Oh, maybe he does go for the. He doesn't. No, he doesn't have it.
He could backstab then charge into it. I know.
He already went for.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
So I guess in theory he can weapon up still.
Yeah, weapon up, take it out.
He can just weapon and take it, but it seemed like a kind of a waste.
Well, yes and no. Like, we don't know. He doesn't seem like he's playing any deadly poisons or anything like that, so it isn't the stage charger.
Yeah, but at that point in time, life totals do mean something when you know that you're playing against the Grim Patron deck, because they're going to attempt to combo you for a solid like 15 in one turn.
No, I still don't know if I agree with this. I still think Dr. Boom's the play. In case
yeah, he can't. He's going to clutter his board up too much right here, and like it's not like he's terribly worried about his life pool.
Maybe he's just worried about the assassination, but I believe the point of Dr. Boom is to get those cards out of their hands and then use the mini bombs to clear board.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, no.
But at the same
he does get the backstab here, which is a board clear essentially, but the assassinate instead of the second charge would have been the better play.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't go Dr. Boom just due to 2-5, but it's just 1-2-5, so it would take up 2 bombs. Nope, I'm wrong. If he runs it into, drops down to 4, explodes on.
It would replicate the RNG base there, but
yeah, not 50-50.
Choosing to take both down and not clear the board. Interesting.
You know, I'm curious what kind of draw this rogue deck might have in store for it, because right now I'm not too sure how many cards they're down to right now, but he doesn't have that many options left. Granted, he still has that advantage option, and he knows he's going against Grim Patron.
He is just playing around it. He's got this. He's got 2 pieces of removal in hand. Kind of a loaded board, not too much going on. Grim Patron is trying to figure out how to get going, but isn't really being able to fire off.
And here's what we were talking about before with the War Song Commander, just throwing that out there, just because right here would be a perfect situation to have it. Just keep trading into these creatures.
That's true.
Because they're only 2 damage, so trade, new one, trade.
Yeah, then you get a clear.
So that's
then eventually
4,
you just
lose 1, so yeah, you get essentially 4 Grim Patrons.
Yeah, you do get, no, you get 3. Oh, you get your initial plus 3.
Exactly.
So he's stuck with this really odd position now where his mitt is just too full and he can't play the second Sledge Belcher because then it makes the Grim Patron not as relevant anymore.
True, but it's not like he's lacking Grim Patrons.
That's true. I guess you just kind of run them out there now.
Try to trade at this point. Because at this point, assuming all his removal does some sort of damage, and most removal damage is 2, 1.
Right, that's true.
Without any kind of modifiers like Deadly Poison or
That's
Thanos.
He drives. Charlock draws into a Frostwolf Grunt, which does not really do anything for him here.
Yeah.
He's going to take an Assassinate out, it looks like.
Now, what I see here with this Roach Run, it was a very aggro deck starting out, and it's slowed down, and it hasn't gained any kind of momentum lately. So I believe he's going to. I believe the Warrior's in favor right now.
The Warrior's completely in favor with the mitt. I feel like the play here has to still be running the 2/2 and the 2/2 charge Stormwind Knight into and taking it down to 1 and letting it die to any type of whirlwind. That way he can't run into it 2 times in a row. That seemed a bit excessive.
I guess he's really worried about the generation for the next turn, but at the same time he knows he has at least 5, 6 Grim Patrons in his hand. So the assassination could be a waste for something like Dr. Boom that could potentially come out if the Warrior ever decides to play.
I think he's attempting to fortune read, kind of psych Minion out here and not tell him that he has a vanish. That way, if he plays Dr. Broom and something else, he doesn't really have to kind of worry about what's going to go on.
This is a perfect setup for him. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and guess here. This is where the vanish is going to come out. He's going to be worried about the Sludge Bolts protecting the
At this moment, he doesn't really have. Oh, no, he just gets a sprint.
That draw funk. Yeah, you just
he just sprints.
Sprinting the rest of the patron. And then run.
You just sprint and pass. No, he went for the vanish play.
Get the charges back at least. It's just some kind of removal. But I wouldn't cast him right now. I would wait it out.
For the king.
No, he's going right in. I still feel like the sprint was probably the better play. Taking that 1 turn full of damage was probably going to be okay. And just letting your setup. Oh, and he just doesn't have a way to deal with Thurston now.
Yeah.
He has to waste. He does. He has a weapon plus 2 to Stormwind Knights, I guess.
Yep.
But it seems like a really
2, 2, 5.
bad waste
of... It's an ineffective trade.
Sledge Butcher is the proper play here. That or going with the Dr. Boom finally.
Or I would throw Thanos out there, just drop everything down by 1. Set you up for next turn so you get 2 Grim Patrons out next turn. And maybe a Whirlwind.
In possibility, I think I would have actually just gone with 2 Grim Patrons, knowing that he has just another Charge Knight in hand.
Yeah, no more Vanishes left.
Yeah.
That's another thing about casting that Vanish early.
Yeah, the second Vanish there, the first Vanish was just really well positioned. The second one seemed just a bit too much.
Yep. And here's what I was talking about before with the Fan and Knife, the AoE 1 damage, 2 damage. This is only going to hurt him now because he doesn't have any kind of modifiers. No Azure Drakes, no Thanos, no Deadly Poison Blade Furies. Nothing else to deal with these besides those 2 Vanishes, which he's completely out of now. And his Warriors sitting high and mighty, granted only about 17 health left. They can always armor up with a full hand of options.
Interesting. Goes for the staff there, going straight for the face. Maybe he's saying, I'm going to beat you without worrying about any of your Grim Patron plays. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, maybe he's just set up, just rush him down, try to make him panic, make ineffective trades.
So he runs the Thurston out now. It seems like a weird place to run Thurston out, in my opinion.
2 and then armor up. And then go ahead and trade.
I feel like the more effective play is just to run up the Grim Patrons at this point and just start making infinite copies.
Yeah, that's what he's starting to right now. And plus this, he's going to be able to throw out 2 Grim Patrons next turn. There's a Deadly Poison, but we haven't seen any Blade Furies. It's very odd to see a rogue like this with an aggro rogue with no other kind of option to deal with massive bullets besides damage.
Ready for action.
He's literally just going strictly for the face of all these individuals. Oh, that is a play right now. At the moment, he could clutter the entire board up with killing the. These are very strange trades.
Well, this was a very bad misplay here. He should have used his weapon, traded out with the
and then
then dropped his creatures.
I think he wanted the full damage on the face. I think I actually just Fan of Knives here. You don't die the next prowling turn, but he cannot play anything.
Correct, unless he trades into something.
Yeah, and there's not a really, he can trade one way. I think he loses. There's what is that? That's 3, 9, 12, 17.
20. Yeah, it's 20 damage potential. with in a rage, of course, but
He doesn't go for the replications here.
he just trades.
Interesting.
I would throw out Dr. Boom, then throw out another.
I think Minion now is afraid of his life total. He sees the 12 and he's scared.
He's thinking of maybe some kind of like weird miracle with Leroy Drake is really gonna pop out with all these charge minions here.
That would be really funny though.
Yeah, and then a Cold Blood to follow up.
It's so it was the old combo of Leroy, Cold Blood, the return card for 0, Shadow Step, and then go again.
Yep.
And just eat him up.
Yep.
He's scared.
He is scared. But no, I'm going to have to give this round to the Warrior here.
And
Unless something amazing comes out of this deck that I'm not aware of.
No, he's going to clutter the field, I think, here. He's going to attempt to clutter the field. It seems bad. Doesn't seem like there's much for him to do here.
There really isn't. It's just sitting here and just wasting turns at this point. But granted, I could be wrong. There could be something really amazing. A Death Wing. There could be a Death Wing in the deck that I don't know about, but no. I found it hard to believe.
Unlikely. Definitely unlikely.
I believe what killed the Rogue here was
it was actually
impatient banishes.
Yeah. The first one actually was a very well-positioned banish. I think the second one was just a little too premature. Another 2 or 3 turns there.
He had the life total to take the hits too. Like he could have taken like an extra Grim Patron here or there.
I think one was worried about his life too much, and the other is just worrying about life just a little too not enough.
Yeah.
And that should just be the game. He should just be able to run
5, 10. That's game.
Yeah, he should
he
just
attacks with the sludge, executes.
Yeah, he should just be able to execute it at this point and just win the game. Let's see if he sees the read. Oh no, he sacrifices the 5.
Why? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because he's still +2 damage if he did it the other way around.
No, he's short 1 of lethal.
Short 1 of lethal.
He had lethal and he
had lethal and he missed it.
Yeah, he did just miss lethal.
I think he's in too much of a rush here. He's not taking his time, not sitting down like I need to attack now, I need to do this. Like I'm so excited about having all this board control. It's like, granted, is it gonna cost him the game? Probably not.
Yeah, no, there's not much that's gonna happen at this point in time in the game.
Maybe he's just trying to show off. I'm not sure, but
the slow roll seems a bit much.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Everyone, get in here!
And why not?
You know, just make it. Maybe he gets 2 more Blade Flurry off the top and wins him the game. Because the Blade Flurry off the top there actually would have board cleared for him perfectly.
Yeah, would have board cleared.
That would have been really funny, actually.
But I don't think it would have allowed him to establish board control at that point, considering the hand of the Warrior.
Yeah, but speaking of which, he would at least cleared the board, and that would have been entertaining.
Now, what I want to wonder why is this entire game, why is this Dr. Boom at 60?
All right, it looks like it concludes round 1 of this knockout. Looks like Minion won with his Grim Patron deck. Let's see what Charlock has to respond to that after this. We'll be right back to you.
Versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine! Victory or death!
And we're back here. It looks like it's going to be a Warlock. It looks like another aggro variant of Warlock, which is going to be kind of strange, kind of throw him off a little bit.
I don't know, something for an aggro, like, you got looking at 2/5 cost and a 7 top.
It seemed like a really imbalanced hand for you. So, but Minion right now doesn't really have a strong opening set either. I think he kept the combo in hand and an early frothing.
Well, from what I believe from seeing a lot of Grim Patron Warriors lately, it's like the Frozen's a good early choice to help establish board control until you break into the combo.
I feel like it is the best early choice because you can't leave a frothing alone. As soon as you leave a frothing alone, he just beats you.
Yeah. What I want to see more of the Grim Patron is with, I can't remember the correct card name, but it's a 4-drop 3/3 taunt, reduce the weapon cost. It's a pirate.
Yeah, I cannot think of the name of that pirate.
Yeah, but a good combo that I've been seeing, I've been using it myself lately from now and then. Death Bite on turn 4 plus that taunt to slow down momentum.
That is a play.
Yep.
That is actually
essentially a free card.
Yep, a very creative way to use a full set.
Now here, you could risk the Frothing Berserker, but it would be better just to Fiery War Axe and trade.
You just take the Fiery Wind Axe. This is when it really has just ultimate value. He ran out of a raid leader early to you, kind of symbolizing that he's playing aggro.
Yeah.
And you just kind of set board position again. Reset board position. He draws into a Hellfire, which is going to be extremely crucial to be played at the right moment. We'll see what happens here. I can see here why Charlock decided to go with the Warlock counter pick against Grim Patron. Well-timed Hellfire really just going to put a bad end to that type of deck.
Yeah.
He draws into a Storm Pike.
Ooh, and it's not bad. I think you would just attack per face and then go with the Death Bite play and get that set up. But also what I'm also worried
he just ran out his war song. Said, I just don't care.
I'm not too sure if he just saw this deck and decided to put it together or he's actually done his research on this deck, but...
It does have, you can feel the inexperience being played with the deck a little bit.
At the same time, maybe he's trying to play high risk, high reward. Because if this sits, he can get his Frothing Berserker out in Whirlwind and start getting more early damage out there.
And he can. He actually has the ability to do a few things coming up, actually, even starting the Grim Patron train.
Yep, that's also high risk, high
hoping
reward
that
deck.
he doesn't have it. Lo and behold, there's a Hellfire.
Just waiting to happen.
Waiting on the other end. If he does, as long as he does not play it here and he just plays his turn 4, he has no real play. There you go. That's and then just take the I'd sap in another draw and he's good. He just sits,
takes the damage, lets it happen. He knows he has a clear coming up.
Yep.
The only thing I'm worried about is similar when he was playing the Rogue is using those clears too early.
Yep.
And not looking 2-3 turns ahead of what's going to happen. Yep, and here's the Whirlwind play.
So he goes for the Whirlwind play. I'm assuming he sees the clear, and that's why he's going for this play versus another play. I still actually honestly feel maybe go with the Grim Patron play.
Well, here's from looking from the other's perspective here. You put down the creature, that's more attack, that's an extra attack damage. Plus, when he drops that Grim Patron, he can't trade. Oh, no, he could trade right away, but it would give one extra Grim Patron.
At that point in time, I just axe the 1/1, swing with the Grim Patron, have both my guys at full health, and either let him have the board clear or next turn just go Savage with the Whirlwind. Because the next turn I play the Frothing and the Whirlwind, I Whirlwind 5 creatures down and just take him down to, I think it's roughly 11 health in one turn. It is not high risk, high reward. It is strictly just a better play.
Yeah.
But this seems to be working out for him really well.
Yeah.
I think he's it's kind of unfortunate. He was holding the Hellfire down, attempting to see
I think he just drops it now.
He has to drop it now. Or the Drain Life. The Drain Life.
Still, that's going to get an extra damage. That's 7 damage, 4 on weapon. That's lethal.
Oh, that's lethal. That is absolutely lethal. You cannot do this.
And he's doing... Oh, he can still Hellfire, but at this point it's just
No, you
wasting
can't.
cards.
You can't Hellfire.
Oh.
Hellfire's 4.
Oh, it is 4. I thought it was 3 for some reason.
No. 3 for 3.
damage.
3 for 3 would be ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you never know. I see Dark Bomb floating around. I can't get over that still. And he loses here.
And
lethal on the board.
And lethal on the board.
But does he see lethal? That's the thing. Like, it's right there, 11 damage. I'm counting it. Does he see it, though?
There's a very big slow play happening at the moment. He's seeing I can combo right here to make it some bad manners right here. This is strictly a bunch of bad manners.
This is all the disrespect here.
This
right
is
now.
strictly disrespectful.
Look at this. He just wants to keep powering up the numbers.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary reasons.
Minion with a bad manner played here.
Unnecessary roughness in the field.
Looks like we're going to go into game 3. Minion again with the Grim Patron taking out this match. We'll see what happens in just a moment, folks, when they come back in with their next match. Looks like we're going into the last match here. It's going to be a Shaman looking sort of
Again, we're seeing
a very weird. You have Ancestral in there. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with these card choices today.
Okay, I do want to point out that this Raging Warrior here, he's playing the aggro variant of Grim Patron.
I really like that variant, actually.
I've messed around with it. I couldn't get too around it. I feel like during certain decks like Face Hunter, it just falls.
It's for the for the individual that still wants to play that Worgen, Worgen beats, that couldn't get over the fact that that's not a deck anymore.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But it's the best of all worlds, right? The Worgen, the Frothing, and the Grim Patron. So how much flavor is that? Oh, is that? Actually, it was a decent coin until the Fiery War Axe was drawn. Very unfortunate there.
Yep.
That's intriguing to a very decent coin against this deck.
Yeah, well, the thing I always like to look out for, especially going against Warriors and Warlocks, well, I always remember the W's, they always have the turn 2 removal with 3 damage. The Fiery War Axe or the Dark Bomb. So you really want to be careful in putting strong cards out early for that.
You do have to. I feel like he was hoping for turn 2 cannon with a turn 1, 2, 3 on the Trog, and hoping to kind of go a little more aggro. He's not really getting that opportunity right now. It's kind of unfortunate for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Running out a random. Oh.
Well, I think he just Frost Shocks here and waits.
He can't anymore. He cleared out the raid leader.
Yep.
So he has to just pass here.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I gotta start looking at mana crystals.
It's definitely some interesting play. You can definitely see Charlock's a little inexperienced in this game. Minion just squeaking by.
No, I think it's the play here, Unstable Ghoul, knowing he can't clear it with 2 damage, and then play Raging Worgen. Oh, he's just going straight for the Death Bite play.
I actually don't mind the Death Bite play. The reason being is
it is removal and it does add damage.
Yeah,
in the now.
And then in theory, the following turn he gets to play Warsong Commander. He gets to play Worgen and Armor Up. Probably is probably.
I
his
would
choice.
do Worgen Unstable.
Normally I would do the same. I just would be afraid of losing the Unstable early without having the Worgen onto the trigger play.
Yeah, true. But he also has.
He can't swing here. Swinging here just seems like an awful play. I think.
Worgen Ghoul?
I think it's just the Worgen Ghoul. Worgen Ghoul, kill the totem.
With the Ghoul.
Yeah, with the Ghoul, and then pass.
And next turn, attack with Death Bite. Drop your Worgen, attack with Death Bite. And then the Frothing Berserker's gonna get what, +4 damage off that?
Let's see what he actually gets to do. I feel like the appropriate thing to shoot here is actually the Frothing.
Yeah.
100% the Frothing is the appropriate shoot. Reason being here is that the Frothing is just ginormous now, and what's going to happen this following turn is Worgen.
Oh, Thaddeus. Emperor.
No. You just, because if you Worgen this turn, you end up getting. He gets +2 for every +1. He'll get 4 damage in total. So it's the Worgen. If he doesn't need the.
Oh, the Worgen has charge also from the commander.
He doesn't.
Might be, no, it's not lethal yet, but it's close. No.
It actually would have been +2 more damage if you had gone the other way.
14. That's no 1-all.
He actually had lethal. What he should have done is if he would have traded the
You couldn't trade the.
he traded the War Song for the Stormpike Commando. Swung in for 4, exploded, gotten 2 more off that, so it would have been just 2, and it would have been exactly the same, plus 2 damage.
But the question here is,
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he goes. It's and that's the win. For the bad mannered win, but the win nonetheless.
yeah, but the question here is, if he would have traded that Warsong Commander, would that Worgen lose its charge?
No.
The moment it's played.
The moment it is played, it's already active and it's already